Picture this. You're 200 miles from home, parked at your dream campsite, and suddenly your RV starts acting up. The water pump is making weird noises, your slide out is stuck halfway, or your fridge just decided to take a vacation. Sound familiar? If you've owned an RV for more than 5 minutes, you've probably been there. Here's the thing about RVs. They're basically houses on wheels that are constantly vibrating, bouncing, and being exposed to every weather condition imaginable. That means stuff breaks, and it breaks a lot more often than the problems you'd have in a regular house that sits still on a foundation. But here's what really gets me. Most of the problems that strand RVers on the side of the road or ruin their vacations are actually pretty simple to fix if you know what you're doing. The issue is that most people panic when something goes wrong, call for expensive roadside service, or cut their trip short when they could have solved the problem themselves in 15 minutes with basic tools. The RV repair industry knows this, and they're more than happy to charge you $200 for a service call plus $150 per hour to fix something you could have handled yourself. Not to mention that finding qualified RV techs in remote areas is like finding a decent cup of coffee at a gas station. Possible, but you're probably going to be disappointed. Today we're diving into the 5 most common RV problems that catch people off guard, and more importantly, how you can fix them yourself without breaking the bank or cutting your adventure short. These are the issues that separate prepared RVers from those calling for help on RV forums at midnight. Let's get into it before your next breakdown turns into an expensive lesson in self-reliance. Number 1. Water pump problems that'll drive you crazy. Water pump issues are probably the most common RV problem that sends people into panic mode. You turn on the faucet expecting water and instead get weird grinding noises, sputtering, or nothing at all. Suddenly you're imagining expensive repairs and wondering if your trip is over. Here's the reality. Most water pump problems aren't actually pump problems at all. 9 times out of 10, it's something simple that you can fix in minutes once you know what to look for. The most common issue is air in the system. When your freshwater tank gets low or you've been parked at an angle, air can get into the water lines. The pump tries to push air instead of water, which creates those scary grinding noises. The fix is dead simple. Fill your freshwater tank completely, then turn on a faucet and let it run until water flows smoothly without sputtering. Start with the faucet closest to your pump and work your way around the RV. You're basically bleeding the air out of the system. Another common culprit is a clogged water filter. If you haven't changed your water filter in a while, it might be so blocked that water can barely get through. The pump works harder and harder until it starts making noise or overheating. Check your water filter. It's usually located between your freshwater tank and pump. If it looks dirty or you can't remember when you last changed it, swap in a new one. Most RV water filters should be replaced every 3 months. Low voltage can also cause pump problems. If your batteries are getting weak, the pump might not have enough juice to operate properly. Check your battery voltage with a multimeter. You should see at least 12.2 volts with the pump off. And here's one that catches people. Some RV water pumps have pressure switches that can get stuck. If your pump runs continuously even when all faucets are closed, the pressure switch might not be shutting it off. You can usually fix this by cycling the pump switch off and on a few times. The key is to stay calm and work through the simple stuff first. Most water pump failures are actually easy fixes that don't require special tools. Number 2. Slide out nightmares that ruin your setup. Slide outs are amazing when they work and absolutely maddening when they don't. You push the button to extend your slide and nothing happens. Or worse, it starts moving and then stops halfway, leaving you with a partially extended room that you can't use. Before you start planning your emergency exit strategy, understand that most slide-out problems are electrical or mechanical issues that you can troubleshoot yourself. The mechanics of these systems are actually pretty simple once you understand how they work. First, check the obvious stuff. Make sure your RV is level. Most slide-out systems have built-in safety features that prevent operation if the RV is too far out of level. If you're parked on a slope, you might need to level up before the slides will work. Check your power connections. Slide outs draw a lot of current, so weak batteries or poor connections can cause problems. Look for corrosion on your battery terminals and make sure all connections are tight. Many slide-out problems are caused by debris in the tracks or mechanisms. Leaves, dirt, and small rocks can jam the system and prevent smooth operation. Get down and look at the slide mechanism. Clean out any debris and spray the tracks with silicone lubricant. If your slide extends but won't retract or vice versa, you might have a hydraulic fluid issue. Check the hydraulic reservoir if your RV has a hydraulic slide system. Low fluid levels can cause erratic operation. For electric slide systems, the motor might be overheating. If the slide stops working after multiple attempts, let the motor cool down for 15 to 20 minutes before trying again. These motors have thermal protection that shuts them down when they get too hot. Here's a pro tip most people don't know. Many slide-out systems have manual override options for emergencies. Check your owner's manual for the location of manual cranks or override procedures. This can save your trip if the automated system fails completely. And always remember the golden rule of slide-outs: never force them. If something's preventing normal operation, find and fix the problem rather than trying to muscle the slide into position. Number 3. Refrigerator issues. That'll spoil your food and your trip. RV refrigerators are weird beasts that work completely differently from your home fridge, and when they stop working, people often assume they need expensive repairs. The truth is, most RV fridge problems are related to operation, not mechanical failure. RV refrigerators are typically absorption units that run on propane, 12-volt DC power, or 110-volt AC power. Unlike your home fridge, which uses a compressor, these units use heat to create cooling through a chemical process. This makes them more sensitive to several factors. The most common issue is level problems. RV fridges must be close to level to work properly. We're talking within 3 degrees in any direction. If your RV is parked on a slope, your fridge might stop cooling even though everything else works fine. Use a small level on one of the fridge shelves to check. If you're significantly out of level, you'll need to level your RV using blocks, jacks, or by finding a more level camping spot. Ventilation problems are another major cause of cooling issues. RV fridges need good airflow around the cooling unit, which is usually located on the outside of your RV behind an access panel. If the vents are blocked by dirt or debris, the fridge will overheat and stop cooling. Check the exterior vents and clean out any obstructions. The cooling unit should have clear airflow from bottom to top. Some RVers even install small fans to improve circulation in hot climates. Power supply issues cause a lot of fridge problems too. If you're running on propane, make sure your tanks aren't empty and that the propane is flowing properly. For electric operation, verify that you're getting proper voltage. Here's something most people don't realize. RV fridges take time to cool down, especially in hot weather. Don't expect it to get cold in an hour like your home fridge. Plan ahead and turn it on several hours before you need it cold. If your fridge is running but not getting cold enough, check the door seals. Bad seals let cold air escape and make the unit work much harder. You can test the seals by closing the door on a dollar bill. If you can pull it out easily, the seal needs attention. Number 4. Electrical gremlins. That'll leave you in the dark. RV electrical systems seem to have a mind of their own, and when they start acting up, people often assume they need an electrician. The reality is that most RV electrical problems are caused by a few common issues that you can diagnose and fix yourself. The biggest culprit in RV electrical problems is corrosion. RVs are constantly exposed to moisture, road salt, and temperature changes that create perfect conditions for corrosion at electrical connections. This leads to poor connections that cause lights to flicker, outlets to stop working, or systems to operate intermittently. Start your electrical troubleshooting by checking all the obvious connections. Look at your battery terminals first. They should be clean and tight. Corrosion here can cause all sorts of weird problems throughout your RV's electrical system. Check your main fuse panel and look for any blown fuses. RV fuse panels are usually clearly labeled, so you can quickly identify which circuit isn't working. Keep spare fuses in your RV. They're cheap and easy to replace. Many RV electrical problems are actually 12-volt issues masquerading as something more complicated. If some lights work and others don't, or if systems work intermittently, you probably have a 12-volt problem rather than a 110-volt shore power issue. Use a multimeter to check the voltage at problem areas. You should see close to 12.6 volts at your batteries when they're fully charged, and not much less than that at devices throughout your RV. Big voltage drops indicate bad connections or corroded wiring. Ground connections are often overlooked but are critically important in RV electrical systems. Many systems share common ground connections, so one bad ground can affect multiple circuits. Look for loose or corroded ground connections around problem areas. Here's a diagnostic trick that works for many electrical problems. Turn off the main breaker, wait 30 seconds, and turn it back on. This resets many RV electrical systems and can clear temporary glitches that cause weird behavior. Number 5. Awning problems that'll leave you exposed. RV awning seems simple enough, just a big piece of fabric that extends and retracts. But when they stop working properly, people often panic because awning repairs can be expensive. The good news is that most awning problems are maintenance issues you can handle yourself. The most common awning problem is fabric that won't extend or retract smoothly. This is usually caused by dirt, debris, or corrosion in the roller mechanism or tracks. The solution is regular cleaning and lubrication. Start by cleaning the awning arms and roller mechanism with mild detergent and water. Pay special attention to the pivot points and moving parts. Once everything's clean, apply silicone spray lubricant to all the moving parts. Don't use petroleum-based lubricants as they can damage rubber seals. Fabric problems are another common issue. Small tears or holes in awning fabric can usually be repaired with awning tape or patches designed specifically for this purpose. Don't ignore small problems. They'll get bigger quickly if you don't address them. If your awning fabric is sagging, it might be stretched, or the tension needs adjustment. Many awnings have tension adjustments that can tighten loose fabric. Check your owner's manual for the specific procedure. Motor problems on power awnings often turn out to be simple electrical issues rather than motor failures. Check the fuse or circuit breaker first. Awning motors draw significant current and can blow fuses, especially if something's binding. Wind damage is a major cause of awning problems. Many RVers don't realize how much force wind can put on an extended awning. If you're expecting wind, retract your awning completely. Prevention is much easier than repair. Here's something most people don't know. Awning fabric should be completely dry before you retract it for storage. Storing wet fabric leads to mold, mildew, and fabric degradation. If you have to pack up in the rain, extend the awning again as soon as possible to let it dry. Regular inspection can prevent most awning problems. Look for loose hardware, fraying fabric, and signs of wear at stress points. Tighten loose bolts and replace worn components before they fail completely. Look, RV problems are going to happen. It's just the nature of living in a house that bounces down the road at 65 miles per hour. But most of the issues that leave people stranded or force them to cut trips short are actually pretty simple to fix once you understand what's going on. The key is staying calm, working through problems systematically, and not being afraid to get your hands dirty. You don't need to be a master mechanic to handle these common issues. You just need some basic tools, a little knowledge, and the confidence to try. Keep a basic toolkit in your RV with screwdrivers, pliers, a multimeter, and some common replacement parts like fuses and light bulbs. Carry your owner's manuals and know where to find troubleshooting information when you need it. Most importantly, don't let fear of problems prevent you from enjoying RV life. Yes, stuff breaks, but most of it can be fixed. The people who have the best RV experiences aren't the ones who never have problems. They're the ones who know how to solve problems and keep going. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the most frustrating RV problem you've dealt with? Did you fix it yourself or need professional help? What advice would you give to someone just starting their RV journey? Drop your experiences in the comments because real-world problem-solving tips from fellow RVers are worth their weight in gold. And if this video might help someone avoid a ruined camping trip, share it with your RV friends and family. And remember, the best RV adventures often include at least one good problem-solving story to tell around the campfire later.